I'm in the office kitchen. Because I spend more time here than I do at home. So I bring, that's for, that's not for, you don't take that. That's for something else. Baking soda, I take a spoon of that in case you get a cut, height, the peroxide and all that other stuff. My This is you put this under your tongue, it just dissolves. This little pill. Now, of course, I don't take them all at one time. You know what I mean? Don't. Oh, you take all that at once? No, I got a regimen. It spreads out over the day. Then the next day, I start over again. I don't do it all at once. Now, of course, that's just aspirin. You got to keep that. We get a lot of bumps and bruises. We do physical labor here. But those are my go-tos. Been doing baking soda for freaking years. Okay, get my little in a cloud in the sky, and it is cool. See if I can catch the moon. That's the moon. You know that flat disc? Oh, I had a flat earther. I think if he would have been somewhere near me, he probably would have tried to put hands on me. Would have been one of the biggest mistakes of what was left of his life. But anyway, hey y'all, um, y'all see the title? I done the vitamin thing. Somebody asked me something. I said, man, I don't know nothing about nutrition besides what I read and the stuff we used to do in the military and the stuff I done when we played football. But I was a much younger man then. Just little stuff. I just do little stuff, little regimen, but that's it. But anyway, y'all see what this thing said, and I asked Sly about the Napster thing because people were saying LimeWire, and I remember LimeWire, but they came out about the time they came in, Napster already had the game on lock. But y'all know me. I'm a musicaholic. I'm an audioholic. I'm an audiophile. Okay. And um, some of you younger cats may not remember the Napster wars, where artists were going to in front of Congress and they got to stop this and copyright, fair use, knuckle, fair use, and all this other stuff. And I was like, man, even back then. Now, let me tell you this. Now, some people, I'll tell you how I used Napster. A lot of the audio that I uploaded to Napster was music that I owned already. Vinyl records, I was ripping audio and running it through a DA converter to upload vinyl records, select songs, to the internet, to Napster and whatnot. Because, you put it out there pretty much in the pool and people can download it. And of course, all this was dependent on your internet connection. But at the time, I just left working with TX Connect, so I had access to 4 T1 lines. Hey, when you work for an internet ISP, it was dial up, but hell, everything was dial up back then. 28.8, 33.6, 56. Oh man, if you was hitting 56 and then 128, oh man, you were doing good. But anyway, this is the way I done it. Used it. Like I said, because I'm a music guy. Love music. I wouldn't upload the common stuff. You know, Dazed and Confused by Led Zeppelin. Who doesn't have that? The Wall by Pink Floyd. Who doesn't have that? I'm going deep. I'm going Tarkus. Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Garfield, Private Affair. I'm doing that. Legs Diamond, Woman. I'm getting them deep cuts. And the King Bees, My Mistake. Switching the Glide by the Kings. I'm getting that good stuff. Time to Move, Bittersweet Alley. Anyway, I would use Napster. I'd look for something I've heard about in circles or chat rooms, or this song is cool or that. Because remember, what no popping, crack-a-lacking YouTube like you have now. Wasn't no such thing. Oh, and I put on a lot of obscure rap cuts, hip-hop cuts that wasn't real big mainstream stuff. I'm putting Bad Boys and K-Love, boyfriends, girlfriends, stuff like that. Just everybody, they like, huh? The Skinny Boys. Well, the Skinny Boys did have a little following. But back then, Fat Boys, Run DMC, LL Cool J, da-da-da. Yeah, everybody got that. Yeah. A Love Bug Starsky, stuff like that. Anyway, I would look for these obscure, the stuff that, people was telling me about, hear about in circles, and I'd download it on Napster, and I give it a spin. And if I liked it, I'd try to buy. Now I'll go buy the record or the cassette or CD or whatever the case may be. Because I want it for my collection. And that was the thing. I mean, if they would ever really came after me, well, I know once they had walked into my house and they had looked at my wall of, they'd been like, Jesus, look at all these damn vinyl records. And cause they're, dude, I'm like, dude, this is my stuff. I'm not a pirate. Well, I am, but I mean, by legal definition, I was, but I owned the music. I bought these records. So Columbia got paid when I bought that record. You know what I'm saying? Columbia got paid. Sony got paid. Elektra got paid. Def Jam got paid when I bought that record. Now, granted, the artist probably didn't get paid much of shit, because jokers like Sly and these 360 contracts, but I digress. I bought it fair and square. I bought it outright. I paid the price that it said on the label. So I paid my money. Yeah, but you can't use it. Okay, I guess so. I downloaded stuff to sample it. Oh, and that's something else. I download stuff to sample. I just want this little bit. Now, I ain't no rap artist doing all this other stuff, but I would make mixes, but they were my private stuff. Or I'd share it with friends, family, more friends than family, because most of my family don't share my musical taste. But, yeah. Then I asked Sly, I said, Sly, do you think if Napster would have charged a subscription fee, let's say, because it was huge. It was huge. Napster was huge. And then you going up against big industry, big music. The record labels even made some, they won't admit that the labels made them do it, but record labels made some of these artists go out here and raise hell on their behalf. Like Lars Ulrich of Metallica comes to mind. And but there were some artists that was all for it. The indie artists, they saw a boost because somebody, okay, you uploaded, the big man Restless from Kissing the Pink. Now I know who they are. Hardcore new wavers know who they are. But they brought that, we exposed them to the rest of the world, especially the mixtape guys. That drum beat, the drum beat from the song. If you hear the song, the name of the band, yes, that's the real name, is called Kissing the Pink, KTP. Big Man Restless. Watching Their Eyes is my cut though. Well, they got a lot of songs that's good to me. Maybe Tonight. Maybe This Day. Yeah. Black Suit. Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff. Anyway, if they would have said, okay, let's make a deal here. Because the record company's just like, we're losing our ass. But in the end, it backfired because the record labels, y'all look like the villains. You're silencing the people. Now, granted, there were some people that wasn't contributing at all to the music pot. I knew people that didn't even have anything. Everything they owned was downloaded. That wasn't me. I had music stacked to the roof then. So, but if they would have said, okay, let's compromise, because we're losing money, the artist is losing pennies on the, because ain't no telling, well, I get 20 cents off of every CD, or something like that, or 25 cents off every CD, or $1, or whatever the hell that was in their contract, or whatever the hell. You make a subscription, just like back in the day in the 70s, in the 60s, 70s, and I think they stalled out in the 80s, where you can get the Columbia House record deal, where you pay this much, we give you this much, and within a year, you buy this. But in the digital world, you can't do that. So I say, all right, you can buy a monthly subscription. You can get a base one or a premium one. Premium one, us music junkies, and then at the end of the day, you still would have saved money on the digital format. Because how much was you paying for a CD? For one CD? CD burners were starting to become popular where you could burn it on your computer. Now, the thing is, some people did upload some crappy, noisy, crappy, low bit rate shit to Napster, but you wouldn't know if it was crap or not until you got it all the way downloaded. And shit, I done wasted time downloading this piece of crap. Sounds horrible, but sometimes you get some good stuff. I had a lot of people searching for my IP because I was known for uploading quality stuff, because I got a decent system. Look here, dude. You can download, we'll give you just make up a number, y'all. I give you 40 download, give $10 a month, and you can download 30 songs. I'm just making stuff up. Or you can have Mr. Premium here, where you can download, this for this much, or unlimited for this much. And then for everybody's sake, because now you know you're going to run a lot of people off, but a lot of people, I ain't the only music junkie out here. Some people would have been happy to pay $10, like I say, because what does one CD cost? CD was what, $15? I ain't complaining, you know. I mean, it is what it is. $15, and you get one CD. 15, there better not be a double CD, because then you can take that $15 throw out the window. Yeah, you can get the bargain bin stuff that's been picked over or got crappy digital to analog conversion on it. Don't sound worth a damn. Look on the back of the CD, see if it says AAD, ADD, or DDD. Because most CDs, believe it or not, were recorded, they were taped from analog recordings. And most of them were ADD. Every now and then you find some AADs. And then DDD, where it's recorded in digital, mastered in digital, and finalized music digital, the triple D, those start coming in towards the end. But most people never looked at the back of the disc. Anyway, how much you paying for a CD? How much you spend on CDs in a month? How many CDs did you buy? You got a computer, right? Yeah. You download from Napster, right? Yeah. Okay. And the only one that saw this and ran and made money with it and was killing it, still doing pretty good with it, was Amazon. Because you can buy MP3s. A couple other places had it, but Amazon pretty much streamlined it. But so instead of me buying 3 CDs at $12.99, $14.99, $15.99, I gotta go to Sam Goody, or I gotta go, to whatever store or music store, your local music emporium, which to me was worth the trip, because I love fumbling through the vinyl bins. I love fumbling through the CD bins. Love it. It's just that contact, that information. I mean, that just being there. Not so much trying to meet other people. It was a music thing to me. I ain't give a shit about meeting other people. I mean, if you did, yeah, cool. I done met some pretty cool people. Oh man, you like that? Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, I play that on keyboard. I say, man, I can play that whole thing on bass. Really? Yeah. What's your name? Nicholas. Oh, okay. What's your name? Joe. Whatever the hell. I mean, it turned out, some of that turned out to be cool. But anyway, let's say for the price of 2 CDs, you can download 50 fucking tracks from Napster or whatever the hell. You saving money. And if you decide to burn it to a disc where you can play it in your car, play it on your home stereo or whatever the hell, them damn blank CDs, they was cheap. They're cheap. I think the bullheadedness of both sides, I think they fumbled the ball on what could have turned out to be something great. I think Sly is right. Sly said if they would have charged a subscription, Napster, LimeWire, and that other one, I can't even remember the name of it now. And all right, because we already got the platform. There's no servers needed. Remember I was talking to server talk? You are the server. It's peer-to-peer. You're the server. Huh? Now, granted, somebody has to monitor the thing, and they did, because there were some people that was putting in try to put in the nasty stuff, but that's video. That's the bit rate is different. The waveform is different, so it's easy for the system to filter that stuff out. So you get that. They get a cut. All right, Napster like, okay, look here, we got, because it's all done in the digital realm. This song is registered. This song belonged to RCA. This belonged to Warner Brothers. This belongs to CBS. This belongs to whoever the hell, Def Jam, Tom Tom, whatever the hell, Tough Gong, reggae, or whatever the hell the case may be. Or one of my favorites, Factory Records, out of Manchester, England. I got a Factory Records t-shirt. But I got a real Factory Records t-shirt from the UK. New Order was their biggest signing, was New Order. It used to be Joy Division, turned into New Order. Still got the number one selling 12-inch single to this day is Blue Monday by New Order. Think of all the 12-inch singles that you've heard and that was hot and hit and popping. None of them touches Blue Monday by New Order. How about that? Let me throw a little bit in here at the end for y'all. So y'all may say, Blue Monday, New Order. When you hear it, you get it. And well, I'll just put a link to it. Tell you what, so I ain't got to do no editing. I'll just put a link to the song, and you hear it, you'll know it. So anyway, I think Sly's right. I think they fumbled the bag, and they would have saved some face. They wouldn't look like total asshats, meanie weenies, because a lot of people rebelled against the labels. The music industry isn't our friend. Hell no, it's a business. And record sales after the Napster thing, like I say, the kids, y'all may not remember it. Us older folks, we remember. CD and record sales went in the toilet after the breakup of Napster. And then the labels, oh shit, what did we do? We didn't, you alienated your base. You alienated your base. Metallica was even in hot water for a minute. That's how Megadeth, because, Megadeth, Dave Mustaine was a member of Metallica. But he wasn't railing against them, and Megadeth sales went through the roof. Marketing. They could have played it better. The people would have got their music, and then look what happened. High-speed internet was right around the corner. Because the Bell Laboratories, the phone system, they was crying because just about everybody was on dial-up internet then. High-speed internet was right around the corner. DSL, and which I don't like. I don't like DSL because it still goes through the phone line. I like the cable internet better. Yeah, they're pricks, but it's faster service. But I think they fumbled it. Could have been done better. And like I'm saying, Napster and LimeWire, they helped small, obscure bands and labels, because people got it. I wouldn't doubt if some of them small bands and obscure labels didn't upload a song or two of theirs on their own. Because a lot of them said their record sales increased due to Napster. Because people, wow, this is great. And they go and they'll buy the CD or the vinyl or whatever the case may be, or the cassette, whatever. Which makes sense. The big guys hated it. The smaller guys loved it because they got exposure. And overall, everybody loses in the way they handled it. because now I don't have access to some of that stuff I used to get, because I bought a lot of music from tips from songs I've heard, was introduced to on Napster. I bought a lot of music. Now, whether it how much made it into the way of pocket of the artist, of course, there's no way of me knowing. But man, but it's, I mean, that's water under the bridge now. You know, I mean, ain't nothing we can do about that. That's just what's done is done. But yeah, I think they fumbled the ball on that one. I've rambled enough. Y'all be good and be